Join us for Ho'ola Mau, Monday nights on K5. Stories from celebrated and award-winning kumu dances from their haumana. Share in the healing, the joy, and the mana that is hula. Brought to you by Outrigger Hotels and Resorts. Gather your ohana and join us Monday nights at 8:30 p.m. on K5.
Thank you for watching and being a part with all of us at Ho'ola Mau.
Test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's see here. Bring Leon up into the screen. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? You can? Okay, very good. Leon, thank you. Can you talk just for a second so I can hear your voice?
Hello, test 1, 2, 3.
There we go. I got you. Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Live from Kona Airport here. We've got a great show for you. It is kind of a shortened show, so let me have Leon jump out here for just a second, and I'll also get that out of the way so you can see me full screen. We're here at the airport. Let me kind of give you a limited look around as I can. There's people waiting for the flight. We were on Hawaii News Now Sunrise this morning. It's a little bit hard because of, there we go. If I do that, you can kind of see around. I don't want to show too many people because, wait, I'm here with somebody I'm not supposed to be, I'm thinking. But anyway. All right, so we've got on the show, oh, you know what? Why should I tell you? We can actually feature over here, and that will go ahead and actually take care of it for me. Let's tell you what is coming up on today's show. Okay, and now Leon, our producer, along with our monitors, are back in Honolulu, and you'll have to wave at me, Leon, because to tell you the truth, I can't really hear you, and now I got it. Okay, thank you very much. And that's because there's two different audios there. We'll let that go. You know what? From now on, I will stop talking when there's video playing. So if it's okay right now, give me a thumbs up, Leon. All right, a little bit of a delay there. Hey, there's a whole bunch of people here in the let's go ahead and say hi to a bunch of people. Let me see here as I can look into the comments here. Melia from Lanai, thank you very much for being here on the show. LIVElook Hawaii, as always, is one of our greeters inside the channel. Is that an announcement for our gate? Northern England. Thank you very much for being here on the show. That's awesome. Of course, I know that it's late at night where you are, and we appreciate you staying up and watching. Malibu, California. Thank you very much. How are you? I'm hoping you can hear me over the boarding announcements. Right now, people, there's a plane that's landed. There are people that are going to come off the plane, and we'll have to get on the plane. And Leon, I know that you'll be standing by for me if we'll have to go ahead and go to you running the rest of the videos for the show. So let's go ahead. We talked with Sarah Wayne Callie's brand new podcast that is going to be on and featured. Let's go ahead and show you that interview right now.
It's the first thing I have ever co-created, directed, produced, acting in it alongside a really amazing cast, including Janelle Parrish, another girl from Hawaii.
Nice.
And it's, yeah, I mean, honestly, I've ever done. It's kind of my baby. And the pandemic gave me time to do a little incubating. It made things difficult to record. But we've got it out. The first 3 episodes are out now, and we'll see what happens from here.
Sounds good. Now, it's called Aftershock. Kind of this.
So the premise of Aftershock is that the earthquake everybody has always feared, that the scientists keep saying is going to come, finally hits LA, right? Levels the city. And in the same earthquake, 13 miles off the coast in international waters, a new island rises up out of the ocean. And my character experienced sort of traumatic loss in the first episode. And that loss eventually takes her out to the island. And so it kind of becomes a story of what would settling new land look like now in the modern era. The seed of the idea by Patrick Carman, who's the co-creator, a young adult novelist and a really creative guy. And his question was, what would happen if a new island rose up out of the sea? And I thought, oh, well, Maui, right? Like I grew up with all these stories of where Hawaii came from in our creation mythology, and to try and tell a story like that, to create an answer to that story, really interesting. And it's also a chance to sort of rewrite the story of settling a new island. And most of the time, those stories erase Native people altogether. Stories that do include Native people never include Hawaiians or Pacific Islanders. And I thought, well, you know, I can maybe represent a little bit of where I grew up in this story and try to speak a little to some things that don't come out very much. So I have this wonderful character, again, played by Janelle Parrish, who is kind of my favorite, episode 5, and she's an activist that's come from the Protect Mountain side of things, and she has her own opinions about what should happen with this brand new Pacific island.
Aftershock, once again, is the podcast that we're talking about, and of course, Sarah Wayne Callies, who's a Punahou grad, is the creator of this, and now people can catch it on.
Yeah, it'll be on iHeartRadio. The iCast actually will be on Apple and all the millions of places podcast. And let me know what you think of the podcast. Once you get to Lelehua, when she shows up in 5, I want you to let me know what you think.
Okay. Make sure that you send her media, and I'll leave my comments there too.
Please do. It's a small love letter. It's not enough, but it's a start.
All right, once again, Sarah Wayne Callies here on the show, and she was in The Walking Dead. You saw her on all kinds of series, all kinds of movies, but now she's doing her own podcast that she started pre-pandemic. And we'll put the links, the moderators will, in the comments, so that way you can go ahead and check her out. We'll go ahead to our next person that we're featuring here on the broadcast today. And so we get to talk story with a Naho Ku Hano Hano Award winner. Of course, his name is the one and only Josh Tatofi.
Josh Tatofi here on Aloha Friday. Josh, we got a bunch of things that are happening with you. We're talking food, we're talking music, but let's talk golf for a couple of moments. That is your addiction of choice, right?
It is, yeah. And,
so tell me a little bit about it for those that do not know.
Yeah, so I picked up, golfing through the pandemic, and I've been hooked ever since. And I don't know. Anyone that has played golf before knows it just takes that one or two good shots, and you're just kind of hooked. And I kind of like that. It gets me out in the morning on sunrise, and I get around it. So I'm kind of hooked. Yeah. Okay,
so sunrise is when you play. Players of choice that you like to play with?
Man, I play with a lot of people. I play with comedian Tumua. I play a lot with Grant Kono from the group A&A. Just a lot of friends, and family that just want to go out and play. And it's a good social sport. So it's kind of good to get out and play a round or two.
Nice. Course of choice?
Waikele. Probably Waikele Golf Course. Yeah. So shout out to Waikele Golf Course.
A little bit more.
Yes, you can hit miss left, miss right ball, which is what we all.
Very good. Let's talk about music. You have a new single dropping. What is the name of the song? And tell us about the song
Yeah,
itself.
yeah. So the brand new song is named Vena. I collaborated and teamed up with Kumuhula, a longtime friend Kailua-Kona. He actually wrote the lyrics and translations to this mele, and I arranged the music and put the arrangements and musicianship together. So we came up with this song back in February, and I thought I kind of wanted to wait to release this song, and I felt like this was it. So it was just released on July 20th, along with the music video featuring Kumuhula, Lena Ala, and her Hamana. So go and check that out.
What is the actual song about?
So Vena is actually about the colors on the sunrise and sunset, like that high peak. Well, they're rising or lowering, but it's when all the colors are showing. The pink, that itself is the Vena, and what the song basically talks about is the understanding of the sunrise and the sunset, how it's a beginning and ending, and the Puana in the is kind of talking about how it concludes with the memory of that's left of what that love source be. So shout out to Kailua-Kona, man. The guy is a great writer, so I was real blessed to on this mele.
Awesome. Now, if you want to see the music video, that's coming up here after the show. That dropped also, so congratulations to Josh Tatofi.
Thank you.
Josh, let's talk about food for a couple of moments. You got a new. What is the concept of this
I
new
do.
venture?
Yeah, so this food truck is called Tofi's Coffees and Grinds. And, I'm a big fan of coffee, and I'm a big fan of panini sandwiches, actually. And I just feel like, it's kind of on the go kind of food, whether you go to the beach or, you're kind of about to, jump on traffic or something, or you want like a lighter meal in the morning, lunch, or dinner, come and check it out. There's a lot of custom sandwiches that I actually made myself, and some coffee that I teamed up with Kona Coffee with. So I'm excited, man. I'm really excited for this. I'm nervous, but excited.
Personal recipes that can be in your hands and in your tummy from Josh Tatofi. That is completely awesome. So if they want more information on where your food, I take it they go to your social media?
Yeah, social media, whether it be on Instagram or Facebook at Josh Tatofi Music, and josh.com on my website.
Okay.
So check out any of those things.
Very good. Once again, our moderators are putting the social media links right now in the comments below, so all you got to do is click and you are connected to Josh Tatofi. By the way, he is up and nominated for Island Music Awards, so congratulations. Once again, Nahoku Hana Hana Award winner, Josh Tatofi.
Mahalo.
New food, new music, new ways to enjoy our Hawaii Day.
Definitely.
All right, mahalo to Josh Tatofi for being with us on the show. And Leon, you are on standby. As a matter of fact, Leon, what I'm going to do is I'm going to let you start our next guest here in a couple of moments. And I'll give you a couple of moments here to set up. So that's going to be Jay Hernandez, which is, of course, plays Thomas Magnum on Magnum PI. So we'll talk with him. You'll hear my interview on the first day of filming. They did the blessing. I was able to sit down with them. So that's coming up in a couple of moments. Right after that, Leon, I'm going to let you know either you can introduce it if you want to. There's the brand new music video that Josh was talking about, or you can just go straight from my interview right into Josh's music video of the week, and I'll leave that to you. Thank you so much for, son, for pinch hitting for me and being there for me. Is that us? Okay, that's us. So with that, hey, we're going to jump on our Hawaiian Airlines flight to go from Kona to Honolulu. We'll see you later. I'll see you next Friday. We'll be back in our regular studios. Leon, thank you very much, and I'll leave it to you. You take it away, okay? All right. If you want to talk and say a couple of words to everybody before you play Jay Hernandez. Once again, everybody, thank you for being on the show. Support my son as he takes over the show. And son, I'll see you later. We're boarding our flight right now. Mahalo mo puno, aloha ahui ho. We'll see you on the next one.
All right, guys, I'll be playing the rest of the videos for you, so just sit tight.
How was the off season?
Off season, I mean, look, it's been a strange time for everybody, but I was making the best of it, trying to be productive, spend time with family, do all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Mostly stay home?
A lot of home. But you know, it's funny because I was in LA for a bit, but then I went to the East Coast, visited my brother and his family, and then I was up in Washington, visited some more family there. So I did a little bit of traveling. I got vaccinated pretty early, so I felt somewhat safe kind of moving around, you know, trying to get some visits in before the season, because you know it's a long run.
Did you miss Hawaii while you were gone?
I definitely did. Yeah, no.
How was the off season?
Off season, I mean, look, it's been a strange time for everybody, but I was making the best of it, trying to be productive, spend time with family, do all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Mostly stay home?
A lot of home. But you know, it's funny because I was in LA for a bit, but then I went to the East Coast, visited my brother and his family, and then I was up in Washington, visited some more family there. So I did a little bit of traveling. I got vaccinated pretty early, so I felt somewhat safe kind of moving around, you know, trying to get some visits in before the season, because you know it's a long run.
Did you miss Hawaii while you were gone?
I definitely did. Yeah, no, it's the first thing I did when I got back was I got a new surfboard, right? And then I went out surfing. So it's like, I don't know, man, after being here for a certain amount of years, it gets inside you, you know? And I feel like Hawaii is I mean, I have a house here. Like this is my home now, you know?
3 seasons gone by, you're into season 4. How do you feel about what your character is doing right now, what he's going through? Perdita just went off into the sunsets, and so a lot of questions into a season 4.
I think, you know, it was a bit of a transition, getting used to not having Higgins around. But, you know, she's got her life, and Magnum has to sort of continue doing what he does, you know, helping people, living his life on the island, spending his time with all the Ohana and everybody. So yeah, just, you know, being a PI, what PIs do.
Do you enjoy the role that your character has, Thomas Magnum, being a PI, doing all the things that you do?
Yeah, you know, it's interesting, the time away, and I don't know what it is. Maybe it has to do with COVID, but there's a lot of time for reflection in the past year. And it's definitely sort of taught me how to be sort of, you know, more appreciative of everything that we get to do out here and have fun and, you know, bring Hawaii to the rest of the world and help kind of tell the story out here. So it's a very unique place that I find myself in, and yeah, I'm very, very happy and very blessed to be here, you know.
Is there anything that you're hoping your character gets to do here in season 4?
Just a lot of, you know, general kick-ass kind of stuff. I want to drive the Ferrari. I want to take down the bad guys. I want to see some things blow up. I want to spend some time on the beach and have, you know, a fruity cocktail. Standard issue fare for Hawaii, I think. Yeah.
What kind of message do you have for the fans of Magnum PI as you go into season 4?
Well, I think it's, you know, the good thing about making it this deep into the show is there's a bit of a shorthand between the audience and the characters now. So, you know, we don't have to establish anything anymore. They know who we are. So now we just get to have fun, and I think we're going to dive right into it and get into some really fun action. And yeah, I think people are going to be very happy with the course of the season. You know, we have all these things sort of plotted out, and we have scripts coming in, so I'm getting ahead of everything. And it's looking really good. I'm very excited for the season.
All right, guys, that was Jay Hernandez with the interview. Before I play the last video, I guess I should introduce myself. My name is Leon Van Alsdahl. I just started college at New York University. I'm excited to go next year. And thank you so much for joining the live stream with my dad. As you guys know, he was a little, you know, had to come back with the flight, busy and everything. So I'll be taking care of you guys with the last video. We'll finish off with the Josh Tatofi. Hope you guys have a good Friday, guys.
Helena o pua wa velo mai I ka